So now it's about actually approaching these people. So, despite the name of this class, it was originally called Going Cold. The first rule of thumb is that you should never actually go in cold when you don't have to. Because the odds of actually eliciting a response from a decision maker go down a ton when you not have a warm introduction. So a very simple way to see if you have a warm introduction is, again, using LinkedIn. And when you are on the decision maker's LinkedIn profile, you're able to have clear transparency and do all the different ways that you connect with that person. Now I think, and just think about it, like a lot of these people that you email and are trying to get meetings with, I mean, they're bombarded by cold emails all day. So it's not the fact, so the reason that a warm introduction gives you a much higher response rate is basically because it's a filtering mechanism for these people. Someone within their network has vetted you and decided that they're going to put their personal worth on the line to introduce you to this person. So let's say that I'm trying to send Michael an email. I see all these people are connected. I think one thing that a lot of people don't take into consideration, and as a result, they don't have great results with their ability to get warm introductions to companies, is the right way to approach an email introduction. So just because I had 4 people in common with Michael doesn't mean that all 4 of those people are actually friends with Michael or are a trusted colleague with Michael. I get LinkedIn requests from all the time from people I don't know. People that I saw for 4 seconds at a meetup and decided that that was appropriate for us to be LinkedIn connections afterwards. So I think you need to respect that, and if you're going to have a high response rate on people getting back to you and offering to do an email introduction to you, you need to go about it the proper way. And this is kind of this is the framework that I use, and I found it to be very, very successful. So the first part of when I see that there's a common connection is me gauging the strength of that relationship and asking that person if they feel comfortable with making an introduction. So in this case, I'm going to read this and then I'm going to go through each sentence and why I say that sentence. So, hey Tim, I was looking to get introduced to Johnny from Project X and saw you're connected to him. Not sure how well you're connected to him, but if the relationship is strong, I'd really appreciate an intro to chat about ways that we can work together. Please let me know if you feel comfortable doing this, and I'll forward over a proper request for introduction that you can forward along to him. Thanks, Scott. So, first sentence, I'm looking to get introduced to this person, and this is why I'm asking you, because I saw you're connected. Second sentence, I don't know if your relationship is strong, and you would even feel comfortable with me. But if it is strong, I would greatly appreciate you making that introduction. So I'm respecting the fact that this person might actually not be close to them, they might actually not be comfortable making an intro. Lastly, I'm going to let this person know that I'm going to make it extremely easy for them to make the introduction. So let me know if you feel comfortable doing this, and I'm actually going to forward over a request for introduction that you can forward from me, so that you don't even have to write anything to this person. So all those things in consideration, I found to be an effective way to basically broach asking somebody for an introduction or seeing a mutual connection. So once you get confirmation on that, the positive outcome is that person says, hey, yes, Scott, you know, I'd love to make an introduction for you. Let me do that. In that instance, the next email is, again, one that is going to be forwarded on to the person that you're trying to get connected with. So the goal here is to again ask so that this person just can pass it along, and B, provide initial context that's going to make that person receptive to getting introduced to you and subsequently having a meeting with you. And the subject line can remain the same. So, hey John, I was hoping you might be able to, hey Tom, I was hoping you might be able to reach me to John at Project X. I wanted to connect with him because our email list targets a similar demographic with limited overlap. Seeing our products are non-competitive, I wanted to touch base to see if he was up for brainstorming ways to leverage our existing user bases to grow our sites. We did this with Company X in the past, and both parties received a 15% lift in new subscribers. Any help is much appreciated. So this is more or less the same email with an ask, and now just a ton of context that's hopefully going to be attracting this person to actually say, you know what, yeah, I would love to intro to Scott. Make that intro. And I'm basically just arming this person to be successful, to